I want to tackle the fear that AI will simply destroy the software engineer career. And this comes from a place of myself trying to understand what the future brings to us, software engineers, right? And I, of course, don't know the future. I don't have a crystal ball, a magic ball to foresee what will happen. And in a way, my prediction can be as good as yours on the other side. But I just want to be bringing a more grounded view of what we can expect in the future, right? And try to reduce the anxiety levels that we currently have as an industry or as a software engineers about AI will like implode our industry. I will lose my job. I don't have anything else to feed my family for the next few years, or unless I change my trade for like being an electrician or a nurse or I don't know. I want to start by talking about an economic concept called the Jevons Paradox. So I'm not an economist, so if you want to take a closer and deeper look what it means, just search Wikipedia for Jevons Paradox. But in a nutshell, it was that a Scottish economist analyzed that industrial revolution was happening and steam machines were powered by coal, and people were noticing that the coal prices were plummeting. And some people were worried. They were like, wow, if coal prices keep going down, then like we're gonna be poor. I live by selling coal. What am I gonna do? And he noticed that although the coal prices started to plummet, the volume of coal sale was starting to get higher and higher and higher. And that basically was a trade-off. And people didn't go like the industry of coal didn't go like didn't break or anything. I want to bring this to a modern context about AI and software engineering. So, in a nutshell, what AI is doing is that it's reducing the cost of producing lines of code. Coding in itself is becoming cheaper. If before you need to pay like a software engineer 150K annual salary to produce lines of code, now you can ask AI and it will produce code in a much cheaper way or in a bigger volume by the same price. And people are worried, like, well, if coding becomes a commodity, if it becomes something really cheap to do, then like my job will worth less, right? And the same that happened with coal is that the use cases for coal start to increase by tenfold. So coal being cheaper, people are like, well, maybe I can do like a steam machine, like very small. I don't need to do like a boat or like a car. I can do like something small for my home, or like people start finding new applications to use steam machines and then to use coal. And that made the volume of coal consumed much higher. And that's what I think will happen with software. So nowadays, think about it. You are like a bakery. You own a bakery, and you have like a small bakery. You run like you sell bread and stuff, and you would like to have some sort of like software to like help your business, help managing your business. So if you were to create this custom software, like hire someone or like an app factory to do it, it would be probably very expensive and it would take a while. Not worth it at all. So you simply cannot do it. The best second alternative is figuring out if there is a SaaS product that you can rent and use it. But I'm not sure if you guys have that experience, but sometimes you, as an engineer, there's a friend, a family member using like running a business or like working in a different industry, like, I don't know, like retail, like, I don't know, real estate. And then they show you their management software and you'll be like, wow, what a shitty software. Like how much you pay? You pay that much? Like, oh my god! Like I could do one better, right? That sensation, but you never do because it takes time and effort to actually do a production running SaaS service. Um, but then again, with AI, we might be able to do it. If your uncle has a small business, you'll be like, hey, uncle, you need something? Well, let me do with AI, right? So you can do like you can whip it up in like a month or two, a pretty great application for him with the help of AI. Let's say you're a backend engineer, AI can help you do the front piece. You don't know much about deployment, but you can ask AI to help guide you through that. You're an engineer after all. Like you can mend the pieces together and finish like a polished, somewhat production ready app with AI, right? In a month or two. So my point being is that the use cases for like software will increase tenfold as well, because software will be very easy to produce, and there is lots of reasons to build software. There is a lot of bottleneck. People that I know, friends of mine, colleagues of mine, family members of mine, that would like to develop some small application for their use case, and they can't. So there is like this big market of opportunity. And all these applications, yeah, like one engineer can build in like a day or two, or like a month or two, a week or two, I don't know. but like a single maintainer can do the trick. But that's there you go. You can have new job opportunities about that. Another thing is that AI doesn't replace the necessity of a software engineer at all. So think about that for a second. If you are a bakery and you just saw my video, and you're like, well, why would I ask a software engineer? I will do myself. I'm gonna ask AI and I will vibe code my way to my management system for my bakery. Fine, there you go. But like for these use cases, fine. But let's say you are Walmart and you need a system to manage all of your like depots, your like storage units, all your stock, etc. That's a whole other level. And then there's a lot of like engineer systems behind that that you would need to make it produce. You cannot make like a single application with a single database, a single like server, and there you go. You have it for like a production ready globally distributed system. That doesn't work. That's where you need a software engineer after all. For example, let's say that for any reason, your business needs you to design an orchestration system. So if you go to a person that is not an engineer, they'll be like, orchestration system? Like, what the hell is that? Like, you don't even know where to start. There will always be use cases that for building software that only software engineers with like a baggage, with like a very dense context about software can apply themselves to do it. So putting those pieces together, in my view, is what it means that like we'll still have jobs. Our industry will still exist even with AI. But I just think things will change. I really think that the bar will set much higher than nowadays. I don't think that people will be paid to type code, to type syntax and ship to production anymore, which a lot of people do in this industry nowadays. Like there's a lot of engineers that are paid to simply like literally type their coding, sometimes even without tasks, documentation, best practice, whatnot, and then like that's it. They iterate their code with QA testers. Like that's absurd, and that's actually pretty common in our industry. And I just think that AI will just push this bar up way higher.